Well, it's personal between me and you, and I'm going to do you some serious harm, you big stiff idiot.
Canelo, exposed by Bivol, proudly presents something the boxing game's been missing. Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of Canelo exposed by Bivol subscribers. Now, your main man, former promoter of Canelo Alvarez, Oscar De La Hoya, he's taking to Twitter, and he's letting Canelo know straight away. He's showing him a little bit. He went to Twitter and he tweeted after the Canelo fight. He said he said at Canelo, it isn't too late yet to switch back to the best promoter, in boxing. And then he's referring to himself because he spent a lot of time doing a lot of the legwork and building a lot of the foundation of the brand we know today as Canelo Alvarez. Now, listen, man, obviously we know there's a lot of bad blood between Oscar and Canelo. And we know that Oscar also has problems with Eddie Hearn. He's always made it a point to say that Eddie Hearn doesn't know how to promote boxing in America. So, make it that what you will. But it's funny, man. I like Oscar, and I think Oscar's done a lot for boxing. I think in many ways he's actually a bit underappreciated as far as what he's done in his career after he hasn't boxed anymore, post boxing career. He's done a lot for the sport. And yes, people can talk about the fishnets and the drug problems and all that stuff, but he's made a lot of great fights over the years, and you gotta give him that much credit. But I think it's a bad look for Oscar because first of all, that's not gonna happen because Eddie Hearn is absolutely in love with Canelo, and Canelo is absolutely in love with Eddie Hearn, and nothing's gonna get away of that. Nothing, in my opinion, will get in the way of that relationship. Because when you talk about PBC, right? Al Haymon. When Al Haymon looks at a Canelo Alvarez, he looks at him as I'm sure a great fighter and a guy that can generate a lot of money for PBC and his company. But Al Haymon has already worked with Floyd Mayweather, who was a bigger star than Canelo is. So, he's not looking at him he's not putting him on that pedestal Eddie Hearn is. Eddie Hearn, yeah, he's got Joshua, but, when, as far as his North American fighters and really boxing, the big money in boxing is really in North America, in the USA, as far as pay-per-views and the big venues and things like that. It's in America. So the only guy that's really been able to be that box office attraction for him in America has been Canelo Alvarez. That's why you got Eddie Hearn, who will overlook a lot of things about Canelo. This is the same Eddie Hearn who, in the past, Eddie Hearn was the first one to point the finger at Canelo and say he was taking PEDs and this will stay in his legacy forever. And then now he's working with him saying that they're friends and he's a fanboy. So it's just different. Oscar and Canelo have a lot of problems. Canelo doesn't like, how things were done at Golden Boy. And only he would know how things really operate at Golden Boy since he was there for so long. So that relationship isn't getting repaired anytime soon. But what I will say is this to Oscar De La Hoya. I think Oscar De La Hoya should worry a lot less about Canelo Alvarez, and he should worry a lot more about Gilberto Ramirez because that's one of his better fighters, and he's around the same weight as Canelo. You got him fighting Dominic Bozell, a guy that, as much as I'm a nerd of boxing, I never heard of Dominic Bozell, to me it just looks like another cherry for Zotto to pad that record up and make it nice and shiny so you could eventually manipulate your way into a big fight. And I think it's wrong because Zotto was a really good fighter. Zotto's a guy that I really think could be a big star. But, for whatever the case may be, Oscar De La Hoya hasn't been able to deliver the fights that'll get Gilberto Ramirez's profile to the next level. And look, with this loss now, I don't think there's a chance that Canelo Alvarez will want to ever fight at light heavyweight again, aside from the Bivol rematch. But, he should worry about Zotto. He should worry about the guys that are on his stable. I think him tweeting at Canelo and all these things are in poor taste. But who am I to say that anything is a poor taste? I changed my channel name from True School Sports to Canelo is exposed by Bivol. So maybe it's not my place to say it. But yeah, that's the news. Canelo Alvarez, or Oscar De La Hoya, I should say. Oscar De La Hoya is coming out and pretty much saying to Canelo that it's not too late to come back to his home. Golden Boy Promotions, come back with Oscar. He wants to do the damn thing again. But Oscar, it's like when a girl you were in love with, ex-girlfriend when you were once in love with moves on to something that makes them feel better. The odds of them come back to you aren't going to be very high. So you made a mistake. I don't know what you did wrong, but you did something wrong that he didn't like. and you gotta pay for it. So he ain't coming back, Oscar. You gotta move on and find a fighter that you love as much as Canelo. You know, but I'm gonna leave it at that. So you guys, let me know what you think in the comments down below. Make sure you take the time to subscribe. And like I say in every single one of these videos, you can love me or you can hate me, but I'm just a kid from Daniel. So until next time, take care, guys. Thank you for watching another video on True School Sports, the home of boxing. If you made it this far, do me a favor and do yourself a damn favor. Hit that subscribe button and surely you will not be disappointed. You know, True School Sports bringing you the latest and greatest, the untouchable, you know, boxing content, interviews, news videos, breakdowns, live fight reaction extravaganza. We've got a great community of people here, boxing fans all over the world, from America to the UK to Australia, and on and on and on. So join the empire today. Hit that subscribe button. Take care and God.